Hi everyone, so this is our video for Pop Goes the Weasel. That's the new song that we're going to be practicing. There's two main things that I want you to pay attention to in this new song. There's going to be the B flat note, which we learned back in Happy Birthday that we're going to revisit again, and then also high D on the ocarina, which is the only note where we have ever had to move our thumbs to play the note properly. Before we get started, I just want to mention one thing. Some of you that were trying to turn in Happy Birthday to me might have sent me a video, and unfortunately the videos just really do not work. Even when they come in through emails or when you attach them through Google Classroom, I'm not sure exactly what's the problem. I'm not sure why they don't play when you send them through, but that's why I tried to mention in my directions that you send your videos to me live. The way that we do that is through Zoom. I have to be able to watch you live in Zoom. So if you need to schedule a time with me in order to perform the song, we can absolutely do that. Whatever time works best for you, communicate that to me. I don't want you to waste your time scheduling and making and recording and uploading a video, and then it ends up not working and you feel like you wasted your time doing that. So next time for this song, remember, you have to turn them all in live to me. Without further ado, let's get started. So there is our sheet music for Pop Goes the Weasel. You can see that I actually have already highlighted one of the main things about this song that I want you to be aware of. It's that B flat symbol at the very beginning. I'll highlight it again in green so you can see it in a different color. But that symbol at the beginning of the song, in between the time signature and the treble clef, is letting us know that all notes that appear on that line, on that middle line, are going to be flattened versions of their natural selves. So any note that is not a sharp or a flat, all the notes that we've played so far have been naturals. Any note that appears on this line, because of that symbol, it sort of looks like a lowercase b, except the bottom is a little bit more pointy. Any note that appears on that line will be a flat note. So let's go ahead and find that note first. If we go through this song, not that one, nothing on the first line. But towards the end of the song, the third from last note, we do have a note that appears on that middle third line. So that note is a B flat. It has a different fingering than normal. If you look in the top right hand corner of the screen, you will see the fingering for B flat. Obviously right up above is the sheet music for Pop Goes the Weasel, and to the left is the fingering chart, which has now been expanded. It goes all the way from middle C, which is your lowest note you've learned so far, all the way up to high D, and it has the fingering for that there as well. Let's go ahead and go through the song and name all the notes, shall we? This bottom note here is a middle C. This note here is an F. It appears on the first space. This note here is also an F because it appears on the same first space. Even though one is a half note, one is a quarter note, they are both Fs. This note is on the second line, so that is G. I'll review this one more time. When you're in the spaces, you would use the word face to figure out the names of the notes. And when you're looking at lines, you would use a sentence. Every good boy does fine. If it appears on the first line, it's E for every, second line G for good, third line B for boy, fourth line D for does, and fifth line F for fine. We're going to keep going. Another F, and now here, once we get to this high note, this is a note we had not seen in the song yet. This is high D. Every good boy does fine. It's on the fourth line. So that is our D. That's what that looks like. Then we have two quarter rests, another G, the B flat we identified at the beginning, and then we end the song with A and with F. Now, because I know you guys also like these, I'm going to do the numbers as well. And there we go. Those are all of our numbers. Now, if you notice, there's some gaps in there because the numbers, remember, only are to be used to tell you how many fingers in your right hand you're putting down. Your other hand, your left hand, when you move fingers in your left hand, you're creating a lot of the higher notes, but it's a different pattern. So it's hard to tell you like how many fingers you're holding down or not. So the parts where you don't see any numbers, basically you already know should be the hard parts of the song. I'm also going to do another thing here. I am going to highlight for you the part of the song that I think should be rehearsed extra. So right here in that part of the song that's surrounded by the green rectangle, I think should be the part of the song that you repeat over and over, because that's going to be the hard part. Has the D in it, has a bunch of rest, and also the B flat from last time. So I'm going to go ahead and go right into it. I'm going to play the song so you can hear how it sounds. Then I will show you the fingering up close to the camera like this while reading out loud numbers, letters, then humming, then completely silent. The fun part about this song is being able to play it at a very, very fast pace. Obviously, when you're learning, you want to learn slowly and staccato, creating lots of gaps in between the different notes, and then in that gap of silence, moving your finger so that your fingers are in the right position before you blow again. I'll try to demonstrate and play slowly, and then I'll play it fast so you can see how fun this song gets. We are playing at about 85 beats per minute right now. So if you Google search metronome and you go to 85, that's how fast we're going. Ready? And that's what Pop Goes the Weasel sounds like at a regular, slow speed. I'm going to try to play it a little bit quickly, and I'll see how this sounds. So that is kind of our goal that we're going for here. In case you haven't noticed, at the end of the song, I'll highlight it for you. There is actually a repeat sign, and then that repeat sign appears again at the beginning. So it's telling you that when you play this song, you should go all the way back to the beginning when you finish it and play it a second time. Repeat the whole song over. If you would like to repeat it while you're practicing, it'll only help you, right? It's optional to do the repeat sign right now, just for this song. Because sometimes in other songs, they make you repeat just a little section, like when we did our fade outs for our songs, and that is required. But to just repeat the entire song over again, it's kind of unnecessary. The reason they do that is because Pop Goes the Weasel has two verses, two different sets of lyrics. So the first one is, all around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. And then the second verse that no one knows has different lyrics. But since we're not doing this for lyrics, we're doing this for melody and for learning on the ocarina, you don't really need to repeat it. Now, one thing that I do need to show you at this point so that you know how to play it properly is how to play the high D note. That note, it is the same as playing high C. So if you remember your scale, you go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That's the highest we've ever gone. Both thumbs blocking the back of the ocarina. Now, if you can see, the light is so good, you should be able to see the color of my thumb through this hole. To play high D, you move that thumb out of the way, and now you should be able to see right through to the back of the ocarina and kind of see the color of my door and my hair and stuff. So that thumb is no longer there. On the back, I am only covering this thumb hole with my right hand thumb. This thumb hole with my left hand thumb now needs to be open. And then we leave this pinky down. So the note, compared to high C, sounds like this. That's high D. This is high C. One thing about high notes is that they kind of sound a little bit better if you play them very sharp and staccato and then let go of them. You shouldn't really try to hold them out too long, because what happens if you don't have the exact right breath control, they're not going to sound very good and you're going to feel like you're doing a bad job, right? So let's just try to hit the pitch, bop, and then let go of it. So now that we know how to play D, we're going to go into practicing it some more. I'm going to go ahead now and go up close to the camera so that you can see it. I got a new light, so you should be able to tell the difference now between when the holes are covered and when they're not. And I'm going to play the song for you, telling you the numbers first out loud, then letters, then just humming the song, and then silent. I'll take the ocarina away and do it just silently. So let's try. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. 4, 1, 1 off, A, C, A, 1. 4, 1, 1 off, A, 1. 4, 1, 1 off, A, C, A, 1. D, G, B flat, A, 1. And that's how you would play that part with numbers. Now let's try using the letter names. I was already doing the letter names for the higher notes, which are the hard ones, but let's try to do the whole song with letter names. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. C, F, F, G, G, A, C, A, F. C, F, F, G, G, A, F. C, F, F, G, G, A, C, A, F. D, G, B flat, A, F. Very good. And that's how you do it with letters. Now let's try again, this time just humming the song. I will still show you the fingering though. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. Very good, and that's how we would do it, just humming the pitch. Now this last time, I'm going to take the ocarina away. I'm only going to have the metronome on. I'm going to try to conduct you all the way through the end of the song, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. Ba, ba. And that's our song. That's Pop Goes the Weasel. Make sure you practice that part in green at least 5 times over and over again as part of your general practice. You should be trying to play this song at least 2 or 3 times per day. If you can't do it per day because you don't want to make too much noise, try to just play the ocarina in ocarinas up, and you can do it silently just so that your fingers get used to how they're supposed to move, okay? So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and bye!